Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in La Jolla. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, April 16th. You'll be interested to know, today is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. This playful holiday encourages colleagues to embrace comfort and a relaxed vibe, boosting morale and sparking creative conversations at the office. Join the fun by donning your coziest pajamas and sharing smiles with teammates, a lighthearted way to celebrate together. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Thursday in La Jolla. This morning it's looking clean with waves at 2 to 3 feet. Conditions should stay clean until around 10 a.m. when they shift to fair. By 1 p.m., expect the surf to turn choppy as the wind picks up to 9 miles per hour. Current wind is onshore at 2 miles per hour. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 3-foot incoming high tide, when the southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 14 seconds, and the onshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The nearshore buoy in Scripps in La Jolla reads 68 degrees for the water temperature. Friday offers fair conditions with waves at 2 to 3 feet, transitioning to choppy by afternoon as winds pick up from the west. Saturday maintains similar sizes with clean conditions early, but choppy waves develop by midday as winds shift onshore. Sunday sees a steady increase with waves around 2+ feet, but conditions become choppy later in the day, making Saturday the more favorable option. This morning, it's mostly cloudy and it feels like 63 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:22 and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:17. It looks like we're in for a mostly cloudy day with a high near 64 and a light southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 69. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 59 and light winds around 8 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Friday will be sunny with a high near 66 and a northwest breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday and Sunday stay mostly sunny with highs in the upper 60s to mid-60s and nights mostly clear near 59. Monday remains sunny with a high near 65 and a partly cloudy night near 58. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Apple plans to close its North County Apple store inside the North County Mall in Escondido this June. The departure is due to what Apple describes as the mall's declining conditions, and following the departure of several retailers. Employees at the Escondido location will be transferred to nearby stores to continue their roles, according to a statement from Apple to NBC7. There are 4 additional Apple store locations open in San Diego County. Apple is also closing 2 additional stores nationwide, one in Connecticut and one in Maryland. NBC7 has reached out to the North County Mall for comment, which is owned and operated by Mershops. Now on to sports. On Tuesday, rumors began to swirl that the end was nigh for LIV Golf. Sources from across golf sent up the same smoke signal. LIV Golf, as suddenly as it was born, was seemingly dead. If LIV does go the way of the dodo bird, it is hard not to view the 2026 Masters as the final nail in the Disruptor League's coffin. Apart from a great T3 performance by Tyrrell Hatton, It was a disastrous showing in Augusta by Liv's biggest stars. Bryson DeChambeau, the league's biggest asset and one of the tournament favorites, looked completely lost. In local sports, the Padres are rolling. They beat the Mariners last night 7-6 at Petco, extending their winning streak to 7 straight games. Xander Bogaerts went deep with 2 RBIs as the bullpen locked it down. Alek picked up the win in 2 scoreless innings. San Diego is now 12-6 with 9 wins in their last 10. Tonight they go for the complete sweep. Walker Buehler takes the mound against Luis Castillo at 5:40, and this is a sharp pitching matchup. The Padres have outscored Seattle 14-5 in the first 2 games, and another win puts a bow on a dominant week at home. Meanwhile, over at San Diego State basketball, Coach Brian Dutcher landed a key commitment from Rice guard Nick Anderson, who shot 40% from 3 while averaging 15.5 points for the Owls. Anderson gives the Aztecs some offensive punch as the program rebuilds after missing the NCAA tournament for the first time in 6 years. The roster overhaul continues with forward Jeremiah Sherry transferring in from Sacramento State, a 6'11" rebounder who could address San Diego's front court depth once he is healthy. Out on the offseason, the Chargers are gearing up for next week's draft. They are trading up from pick 22 into the top 5, targeting help on the offensive line. Free agency has been solid. They have added Tyler Biadasz, brought back Khalil Mack, and signed running back Keaton Mitchell on a multi-year deal. In top news, Live Nation has lost a jury trial in a significant monopoly case against multiple states. The ruling has major implications across the live music business, as a judge will now decide on remedies, which could include a breakup of Live Nation and Ticketmaster. Live Nation Entertainment has been found liable in a bombshell lawsuit that could drastically shake up the live music landscape. Jurors determined that Live Nation operates as a monopoly, suppressing competitors and increasing ticket costs for fans. This verdict follows a lawsuit filed by the Department of Justice and nearly 40 plaintiff states in May of 2024. In business news, this tax season's big winners received over $32 billion back from new tax cuts. Many homeowners in Democratic-leaning states received hefty tax refunds. For taxpayers this year, the state and local tax deduction has been sweet. Individuals who utilized a much higher federal deduction for state and local taxes paid have benefited significantly under the Republican Party's One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Internal Revenue Service statistics indicate that income tax refunds are 11% larger than last year due to new tax breaks. More than 53 million taxpayers claimed at least one of these new deductions, including more than 25 million households who deducted an average of $3,100 for overtime pay. The Internal Revenue Service has received almost 100 million returns so far. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at $75,000. Ethereum is up 1% to about $2,000. And XRP is up 3.5% to $1.41. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Costco has rolled out a new checkout system that promises to cut transaction times to just seconds. However, early reactions indicate one significant problem. Employees report that the new pre-scan system is causing mistakes and frustration, despite claims from the company that it speeds up lines. According to Chief Financial Officer Gary Millerchip, this process allows for an average transaction time of around 8 seconds. While early results suggest improved traffic flow, there are concerns about its effectiveness in practice. This shift reflects a broader trend in retail to streamline the checkout experience. And in entertainment news, Dan Levy wanted to explore family trauma and dysfunction. So he made big mistakes. You might wonder what Dan Levy has been up to in the 6 years since bidding farewell to Schitt's Creek, the beloved acerbic comedy series he co-created and co-starred in with his father, Eugene Levy. The answer is he has turned to a life of crime. His new series for Netflix, Big Mistakes, was released on April 9th and is once again centered on a dysfunctional family. The family includes hapless siblings Nikki and Morgan, their seemingly perfect sister Natalie, and their domineering mother Linda. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and humorist James Thurber. And he said, "Humor is emotional chaos remembered in tranquility." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in La Jolla.